And this is probably why they've got it.
Oh, beautiful.
Right on the outside. Nice pop pass.
Great support. Where's the support now? Still available. Yes. She's in, she's in. Oh, beautiful from Hong Kong, from their own goal line, heading up one side.
My name's Natasha Olson Thorne. I'm 21 years old. I'm still studying at Hong Kong U. I am currently majoring in exercise and health science and double majoring in American studies. I was born in America, but my mum moved to Hong Kong when she was offered a teaching job there, and we've been there 20 years now. So I actually grew up in Hong Kong. I started playing rugby when I was about 15. Previously, I was into a lot of other sports. So I did netball, I did gymnastics, and I did athletics, and I was a sprinter. And that's one of the main reasons I got involved in rugby, was because I could run fast, so I used to run around people. When we had school rugby, it was compulsory for those in the school rugby to join the club community. So that's how I got involved in the club rugby. I started playing off with the Flying Kookaries, which is a local club, and then later on moved to DA Tigers. And I've been playing with them sort of ever since. And I've gone from youth to women's, still playing with them. The first time I played nationals was actually under 18s. It was my first time ever playing a 15s game. We went to Japan, and it was quite an experience, I must say. It was definitely a learning curve. And then my first women's national game was in 2010. Where, once again, 15s, where we played against Malaysia. And now I do both 15s and 7s. We have a lot more 7s games.
Natasha's very important to our team. She's one of our girls who's a real athlete, very strong, very powerful, and she's got a lot of speed too. She hasn't been playing the game for very long as well, which is impressive. You know, she's only 21, 22, and what we're going to see from her is that she's going to get better and better as she gets older and gaining more tournament experience.
I would say one of my biggest obstacles, which still bothers me today, though I am coping with it, is I'm asthmatic. It's actually sports-induced. So when I was playing rugby, because it's a high-intensity sport, because it's also an endurance sport, I was having troubles coping with that. At trainings, I would struggle. During games, I would struggle. If I take a hard hit in the lungs, I'm done. So I went through looking medications, I went through training. All of that helped me improve my asthma, and it's gotten me to where I am today. So now I can get through 14 minutes, which is a big accomplishment for me, and I'm really happy about that.
She still needs to work on that top-end speed and maintaining it after 40 metres, but she is a player that gives us X factor and can really turn a game for us. So, you know, it's great having her on our side, and I can't wait to see what she can do in 2, 3, 4 years' time.
Initially, my family was not very supportive of me when I played, but eventually when they started seeing me play, they learned to love the game and they became very supportive. My mum will often say, Linda Olson, she is our #1 fan. My friends, they've always been supportive. I've always been a sporty person, so when I heard I started playing rugby, it wasn't that big of a surprise for them, I don't think. Because it's a contact sport, because there's a lot of tackling, there's a fear that you're going to get injured. And yes, while that is the case, I would say that when you play rugby, you learn how to minimize injuries. You learn certain skills, you learn how to fall, you learn how to tackle, and all of that decreases the risk. It is a contact sport, but we're not going out to intentionally hurt people. That's not the aim of the game. The aim of the game is to score a try, have good teamwork, and just enjoy ourselves and have fun. I would like to go to the Olympics. I would really like to be able to get into the Olympics. For Hong Kong to get to the Olympics while I'm still playing would be amazing. You need to stay connected to the rugby community. It's really important that you do attend those, you do go to those sessions, because you learn the skills that are necessary to play, and you learn how to have a good time. Because of the system where you have minis, then you have youth, then you have women's, adults, then they've set up a structure where you can actually improve and you can get better. And the skills, from when I started playing rugby in comparison to now, the girls nowadays, especially the minis nowadays, they're getting a lot more of the skills earlier on. So I came in, my My ball handling was really bad. I wasn't a very good passer. I always catch the ball and run or catch the ball and punch. But now they do have all of these skills, all these opportunities earlier on. So they just have to stay with it. Even if it seems hard, they still have to stay with it. Previously, it was you did your gym, you went to work, and then you had training in the evening. So now we have more time, which is dedicated to rugby. So now that we're funded by the SIM, that some of us are full-time athletes, we now have the time to actually do skills sessions. We have recovery centers, physios, we have access to masseurs. So there's a lot more stuff that's available that helps us to improve our sporting performance. I would have to say my biggest inspiration when it comes to rugby is my teammates. You can't play a game of rugby without your teammates. I can't be scoring tries without my teammates because they do a lot of the hard work as well. It's very hard to pin it down to an individual because for me, I like playing the game. Then that's everyone in the team, not just the players but also managers. 好啊，我識少少廣東話，不過廣東話好難啊。Most of my Cantonese is related to what I hear on the pitch. So 平啲啊，岑啲啊，我要波，大波，邊度啊，左邊右邊。So most of my Cantonese I've learned more from the rugby community, but it does come in useful in everyday life in Hong Kong.